Correct.
Thanks everyone for joining the Design System Governance Committee meeting. Today, July 28th of 2026. I'm Gustavo Palladini, the UI and visual designer, and I am the facilitator today. Let's start with the housekeeping. So recording is working. Feel free to turn off your camera if you prefer, and feel free to turn off your microphone as well. You can always use the chat to communicate. I will share my screen with the agenda. Just a second. All right. Can you see the agenda? Cool, thanks. So today we have the Git repo updates. We have the design system change log and a community Q&A. Do we have any additional topics for today? And I will also ask for a volunteer to take notes.
I'll be your volunteer.
Thank you. So if you don't have any new topics, I can move forward. Okay, so let's start with the Git repo update. The current status for now, we have 3 contributors and 5 watchers. And let's talk about the 2 new issues. The first one about community contribution, about utilizing the Material 3 components on Android open source project. And basically, we use the Material 3 components as a base. And then we create and customize new components as needed. So we modify the design system, but yeah, Material 3 is the base for Android.
Well, do you have anything you want to add on that? It was
Mm,
interesting. That was our first random community member that came into the
mhm,
GitHub repo, which is kind of exciting. I didn't know what
mhm,
AOSP was, so that was
mm.
a funny acronym for me. But I know you've been working on integrating bold, so yeah, if you have an update for this too, feel free. We haven't
Yeah.
responded to the issue
Mhm.
yet.
Yeah, so at the moment, we're using Material 3 as a base. Um, on the path forward, we would like to introduce bold specific names and tokens and provide a mapping to Material 3 where necessary. So we're still able to use components from the Material 3 design system, but we are able to build our own components that are detached from terminology and specific naming of Material 3 components. That's a long-term goal. At the moment, everything is closely attached to Material 3.
All right, thank you, Wolf. We can go to the next one, the design token build
Yeah.
process. And I'll invite Melissa to share information about it.
Hi. Yeah. So I quickly whipped up on June 17th, which is a while ago now, a kind of, I guess, a build tool using another tool that automatically converts design token JSON files to uh, various formats like CSS, or apparently the included Swift plugin builds it out to XC asset files, which I think are just Xcode catalog asset files or something. Um,
That's
there's no
correct.
Android.
And that's good news.
Perfect. Um, there's no Android plugin yet. Honestly, it shouldn't be too hard to build. The problem with on my end is, well, besides from not having the design tokens, which I realize is a uh, also kind of a large task on design's end to kind of get that stuff exported, um, is time. The services team is currently super busy, so I haven't been able to focus a lot of attention on this project as of late. But it turns out it was really easy to just get going. And I think once we have some kind of more real design token JSON files, we can kind of get a better idea of if we can use this on the desktop, I think Martin mentioned. And yeah, so that's that. There is one other point I forgot to mention. Due to time as well, I haven't been able to get to zero height with our, what is it? The name is blanking on me for the tooling we use for showing off.
Storybook.
Storybook, yes. Thank
Yes.
you. I haven't been able to get to Storybook integration with zero height on the services side of things. And I hope to get to that before the next meeting, but we'll see.
I promise. So now that we're in the second half of the year, I'm starting to turn back to design system stuff. So, and I've been working on a whole migration plan for Figma to Penpot. And we know that Penpot is the better source for exporting our tokens. So I'll just give a promise that in the future, I'm going to get you that JSON file. I'm also on the side doing some work on our color palette. I'll probably retire. I'm going to retire some colors that I've already seen that we're not using. And then doing some work on our surface colors. So that problem is with desktop where we have accent colors. So I'm going to be doing a bit of work there. I'll try to get that done and then I'll update the tokens and then I will give you a beautiful JSON file.
Perfect. Yeah, I think the tool we use does actually handle Figma tokens. It does actually have the Figma import file flow, but I'm okay to also wait until they're in the nice format you want to represent.
Perfect. Yeah, the Penpot seems to be better because they're following the new W3 standards for tokens a little bit more closely. So yeah, so just I'll continue the work there.
Yeah, to me, like the main thing is understanding what the actual structure is going to be that we're going to get in the JSON with the tokens that we already have, and then how that's going to look after it's gone through the tooling that Mel is proposing, and just to like have a feeling of what exactly is happening. And I would say it doesn't have to be a final like tokens file that's actually production ready. It would just be useful to have something that, even if it's just a slice of what's currently in Bolt or outdated or whatever, just so we can get a feeling of what exactly is going to happen with the tooling. And then once we have the tooling somewhat set up, we can then put in the final actual real tokens JSON and see what comes out and fine tune it to actually being production ready. But just so we can keep fiddling with it, it would be nice to have something.
Do you want, we can aim for that. Yeah. Do you want more of a complete token file, like beyond just colors? Like there could be things like elevation, radius.
I mean, if we have some of the, I would argue that we should only have the things that we're expecting to have production ready right now, but maybe not complete. But like if you, for example, want to put in some spacings or like other like border radius, I don't know exactly what we have defined in Bolt right now, just so we have a reference to what that's going to turn into, right?
Okay, the fact that you're interested in spacing tokens makes me happy. So coming soon, I'll give you an example.
Yeah, it's awesome. Very happy about it because when you're having tokens is awesome for scalability and consistency. So having other elements like spacings and maybe corners, how the rounded corners and beyond anything beyond colors. Yeah, very important. Any other comment on the design token build process, or should I move to the design system update in Figma?
I can just do a quick line that if anyone wants to poke at this, they're very much happy to kind of pull the repo down and pull the pull request down and play with it. It's basically just a config file on top of the tooling, and it just looks at a design token safe JSON file, and then it just exports to the stuff you want. So it's fairly easy to kind of fiddle with. But yeah.
All right, thank you,
Amazing.
Mel. Yeah, let's go to the internal Figma file design system updates. So we'll start with the desktop. We'll have different updates here. The first one, we improved badge spacing and also readability, the dark mode support, beta text color, and the disable toggle border. And then for the web components, we updated segmented control borders for the content and branding and top navigation product logos and links. This last one is about we're moving from TB Pro to Thunder Mail. So we're updating the logos for web. Do you have any other comment on it? If not, I can move to the community Q&A. Sorry,
Was
Martin, go
the
ahead.
highlight color not new too, or was that already around last meeting? I think that also happened in this.
To be honest, it's the first time we've ever done a change log, and so we haven't been tracking very well. I have
Yeah,
a really robust system, so this will improve. But the
yeah,
chances of us missing something is real. I wanted to create it like not be so technical, but be a little bit more editorial with the updates. So yes, we might have missed a couple of things with the badge that we did.
yeah. I mean, I remember the badge, obviously.
Yes, you do.
That's
I'll get
great,
these.
Martin. Yeah.
Yeah, this will improve. So these are the things happening just in the design file. So we'll continue doing a
Mhm.
monthly update, and I will post this update to the Bolt channel and also in the design team
Mhm.
channel as well. So we'll start having more of a log of things that
Yeah.
are being added, removed, updated in the design components. Yeah.
Yeah, and documentation will be more specific. So we have like more details about the update. So it would be helpful. All right, community Q&A. We have these two comments from our previous video. The first one from Asperito F Star. I'd like to see the Nova design of Firefox and both design of Thunderbird having some shared elements. At least the new modern Mozilla font. That will be amazing. The answer is while the shared elements from Firefox will be valuable, Thunderbird spans on separate desktop, mobile, and web code base. So we currently have the Metropolis as the selective font for branding. And each platform, we have different fonts if you're using a Mac, if you're using Windows system. So they also can be selected by the user.
Does anyone else want to comment on that? Back to Spirit of Star.
I mean, I guess maybe one thing that comes to mind while having shared elements sounds nice from a user perspective. We're fairly separated from the Nova system. So essentially, we would have to adapt their changes. And that's much more work than collaborating on something like this. That's just the situation right now. That doesn't mean that's always going to be the situation, but yeah.
Thanks, Martin.
Yeah, and then we have another comment from Alexander Burgos 2885. So the committee discussion on change log structure and public release planning stood out. I picked up a book on Amazon called Build Your Design System a while ago, and the governance chapter clarified how we now run our RFC, our requests for comments and version steps. How are you deciding on what counts as a breaking change? And we're still defining this, but generally consider a change breaking and teams when we need to update or rework how they use a token, a component, or pattern. Do you have any some comments on it? That's
I can
interesting. I'll take a look
I
at this
can
book.
I can paste in what we had for major changes, which are breaking changes. I'll just paste it in below. But yeah, if anyone else has any comments, I know we're still defining this across all the platforms.
All right, and I will just message the community. If you have questions, please use the comments, and then we'll cover on the following meeting. I appreciate everybody who are here today. So I think now it's time to ask a volunteer to facilitate the next meeting.
I'll volunteer. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think watching you, I think I can, I'll just copy what you did.
Awesome. I'll sync with you, Todd, on that. That's great. I'll just give a little public service announcement. We are open to a community contributor joining the design system committee. So if anyone listening, watching, if you're interested, please reach out through the Bolt Matrix channel, or any other way to get in touch with us if you'd like to join. To you, Gustavo.
Yeah. And yeah, that's it for today. And appreciate everybody who joined. Thank you so much.
Next meeting is August 25th.
Oh, August 25th. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Same day. I think it's a Tuesday again. Yeah. I will stop the recording.